let's get started. Alright, so basically, it's been a rough weekend. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was questioning doing the vlog today, but in honesty, I think it would be good for everybody to see me on my off days too. Just cause, like, a lot of stuff has happened that made me think a lot, and also not only just think, but really reevaluate my current situation with the people around me, so to speak. Oh, before we go any further, Yogi T, let's see what the quote is for the day or whatever it is that they put on these. Grace is kindness, compassion is caring. Somewhat to do with our topic, so to speak. I'm gonna be heading to the city for a while, try to get some video recording in there, but yeah, the main subject I really want to touch on today is just the people around us and how they influence us, as in just overall, friends, family, how that can change when we better ourselves, or how they can look at us because of certain life choices and things we've made. Because between you and me, I have a lot of that right now. No, I'm not Kermit the Frog. I'm just wearing green and sipping on tea, but I'll see you in the city. Alright, so this vlog's gonna be a little bit different because it's raining outside. I don't mind the rain. I actually like the rain. It's kind of soothing, and something about Central Park and the rain speaks to me, so it makes this a little bit easier. What I wanted to talk about basically was about the people in our lives, our friends, our influences, and things like that, and how they do kind of affect us in many ways. I'm 25. I've lost a lot of good friends. I've lost a lot of good family members that I don't speak to, talk to. Some who judge me for whatever changes they assume I've made. Some who judge me off other things and everything else. I mean, it's not a subject I like touching, to be honest, because there are people who are very important to me who I just no longer communicate with. Not because I hate them, not because I'm mad at them, not because I hold, anger. I honestly, personally, I will never hold anger towards anybody. You could have done me wrong and I will remove you from my life. That doesn't mean that I hate you. That just means that I love myself enough to know what I need in my life, who I need in my life. And I think we all should work on that a little bit, because, it affects us. I've noticed before when I was in a very bad state of mind that I was hanging around with people who were just as miserable. People who just hated the same things or hated things equal or worse. And that brung me down. That brung my positivity down. That brought my point of view of life down. The way I interpreted everything. Hell, I was becoming very cynical, very bad, very fast. And that also affected my relationships with other people. People who didn't want that. People who I lost because they saw those changes in me. And like I said, it's a give and take. And it hurts sometimes losing close people to you because of the way you acted because of others. And you can't just blame someone else. At the end of the day, you make decisions, you act a certain way, and because of that, you must take full responsibility. And I get it, sometimes you have these people in your life, you think they're the best thing ever, like, you bend over backwards for them, you go above and beyond. Sometimes they don't even consider it, sometimes they don't even appreciate it, and it's not like a bad thing, like, speaking from personal experience, sometimes they didn't even realize they were being that way. They didn't even realize they were abusing my kindness, that they were expecting more than they should have, that their standards, they put you on a giant pedestal because you allow it. You sometimes make decisions and you do certain things and they become accustomed to that. And that's when they become abusive with that. And they don't even realize it. But it's rough. For example, anytime, especially when alcohol and anything else is involved, people will say things they will regret. I promise you. I've worked at it my whole life never to get that way. I bottle up any words I say, and I always wait till I am 100% sober before I speak anything that was on my mind that way. Because sometimes you will say things you regret. And you can't take those things back sometimes. Even, you could blame it on whatever you want. Sometimes there's certain things you can never take back. I've learned that the hard way. It's also got a lot to do with overthinking. I try my best not to overthink anymore. I don't ever try to put words or thoughts into anyone's mouth unless I heard it from them or they told me personally. Because in reality, sometimes we assume things from people. People could be going through their own things too. And because they're going through their own things, you can't put yourself ahead of them. Because just like you're running through your head, they're running through their head. So it's hard and difficult when you assume that someone feels a certain way about you or is, assuming something of you or anything else. You can't jump the conclusions because sometimes you might do or say something you regret because you assume a person is thinking something or because you assume a person did something purposely or anything else. That's why it's always good to ask questions, find out, because you might lose someone you care about jumping to a conclusion. Oh man, I mean, like I said, I've made mistakes myself, and I can honestly vouch for the fact that certain people that I've lost were because of me, my own arrogance, my own choices, my own words. And I've made it abundantly clear to people, if you ever have a problem with me, if you ever feel I've done you wrong, or if you ever feel something negative about me or anything of that standard, call me, talk to me, text me, anything. We could work things through if you feel certain things. But if you jump to a conclusion, then attack me any way, shape, or form, it doesn't look good on any of us. And sometimes it's just plain stupid, but I don't know. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. I'd like to hear yours. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you process your stress when it comes to this. Alright? I guess above all, my main message of this topic is don't lose someone you care about because of your own arrogance. Because when you really have someone important in your life, and I mean really important in your life, there is no replacement. You could find another friend, you could find another girlfriend, you could find anyone else, but they're never gonna be that person you lost. And yeah, that sucks. And on that note, I'm gonna be heading out. It's starting to rain more. I don't want the camera to get wet, and it's pretty much lunchtime, so I'm probably gonna get a bite to eat and see how things plan out for me after that. So as always, take it easy and smile a little bit. It ain't gonna kill you. Whew. Well, that was a shorter day than I thought was gonna happen. Alright, so just got back from the city. Wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed the rain. It was nice. Around the time we were heading out, it stopped raining. It was kind of pleasant. Can't complain. Yeah, it was a touchy subject today because this weekend was really rough on me. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the good thing is, I wish I would have got some recording it, but I didn't think of it, and I didn't have my camera with me at the time. I went to Montefiore to speak today in the morning, and I'm not gonna lie, even the people there were just like, hey, that was fast. I didn't even speak everything I was supposed to. I was a little consumed by my own, and I tried my best, but I did my best. No, but it's not always gonna be easy, and I always forget that. Even now that I've tried just my absolute most to keep as much positivity in my life and around me, it's still not easy. You always have to remember that every day is step by step. Everything is a stepping stone to what you're building, to what you're doing. So even this week, I'm just keeping my head up. I'm trying my best to do whatever I can, stay positive, and just be happy. And just remember, no matter how difficult it is, sometimes we have to not cut strings, but think about your happiness first. Regardless of who it is, what they do to you, what position they play in your life, better said. You always have to think about yourself first. Love yourself. Know what you're worth. And always remember, every day is brighter. You just gotta make it brighter. Take it easy. No! Almost forgot to include this. I changed the channel's name to John Ray for Life TV so it doesn't limit my possibilities on the channel, just in case vlogging and everything else, just personally what I want to do with my channel. I almost forgot to include that here. So, just a heads up. Alright, take it easy.